Good day and happy holidays, grade 9 learners! So welcome to the second part of our video lesson on integer problems. In the previous video, we ended it by expanding the square of a binomial difference, 14 minus x squared. And we got 14 squared, negative 28x, positive x squared. To evaluate and simplify further this expression, we know that 14 squared is equal to, yes, 196. So we write and say 196 negative 28x. So copy negative 28x and copy x squared, positive x squared. Alright, so at your activity sheet, sa luyo, please copy the equation that you have formulated at step number 3. Unya, ato naman na-expand ang 14 minus x squared, atong ilisa ni nga expression with the expanded form. Right? So, please observe. So, I'm going to copy x squared. Wala na ito nilabti. So, kung wala hilabti, just copy. Then, copy plus sign. Nya kaning ang expanded form sa 14 minus x squared kay 196 negative 28x positive x squared. So, ilisa na to ang 14 minus x squared with its expanded version or the expanded form. Okay, and then wala hilapting equal sign. So, copy equal sign and copy 116. So, before we proceed to the next step, do this in your seats. Again, ilisan ang square of binomial difference with its special product, atong trinomial. Okay, copy x squared, copy cosine, and copy the sum of the squares. And then raise your tickets once done. Karon, we're ready to move all terms to the left side of the equation. So, at the right side na may 116. So, ato ni i-transpose, ibalhin sa left side. So, we say and write, pamanhilapti ang x squared. So, copy x squared. And then, copy the trinomial. Positive 196, negative 28x, positive x squared. And then, transpose 116 from the right side to the left side. Ang positive 116, mahimong negative 116. So, ang nahibili na lang sa right side is a 0. So, please do this in your seats. You can also do additive inverse or follow the transpose procedure. To do this in your seats, move all terms to the left side of the equation and then raise your tickets, your worksheets, once done. Alright, so next step, combine like terms. Atong i-combine ang like terms. So, in this solution line, we have two quadratic terms, positive x squared, ug usa ka positive x squared. And then, naputay duha ka constants, positive 196 and negative 116, nya usa ra ka buok linear. Again, sa atong standard form for quadratic equation, dapat usa ra ka buok quadratic term, nya usa ra ka buok linear term, ug usa ra ka buok constant term. And since duha ni kabuok quadratic terms, katong terms with x squared, atong i-combine. Right, so we can arrange the terms like this. We can group the quadratic terms with parentheses. So we have 1x squared, positive 1x squared. Wala may makita nga numerical coefficient. Understood nga 1 ang numerical coefficient. And then, copy the linear term. 28x, unya, i-group po na to ang constant. So, positive 196 o negative 116 and then equals 0. Alright, so do this in your seats and then raise your ticket once done. Pwede na to combine like terms. 1x squared plus 1x squared, pila? So, add the numerical coefficients. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then, copy the variable part, x squared. Then copy negative 28x and then combine positive 196, negative 116. How much? Yes, it's positive 80. Time do this in your seats. Combine the quadratic terms. So most likely na-add mo 2x squared. And then combine the constants. Then raise your tickets once done. So math leaders, please check the work of your teammates and guide. Right, so karon check kung na ay common factor sa tanang terms. So check the numerical coefficients. So we have 2, negative 28 and 80. And then check if all of these numerical coefficients can be divided by 2. Yes, 2 can be divided by 2. And then negative 28 can be divided by 2. And then 80 can also be divided by 2 without any remainder. So 2, negative 28, and 80 are divisible by 2. So we divide all terms by 2. Then we're going to divide all terms in the equation by 2. Do this in your seats and raise your tickets once done. Now, it's time to divide the numerical coefficients by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, 1 times x squared is x squared. Next, negative 28 divided by 2, it's, yes, negative 14. Negative 14 times x is x. Then, positive 80 divided by 2 is positive 40. Copy equals sign, and 0 divided by 2 is 0. So please do this in your seats and raise your tickets once done. Right, so mao na ni ang equation considering the standard form for a quadratic equations. So please update the table under step 5. Copy this quadratic equation in its standard form under step number 5. Please do this in your seats and then raise your tickets once done. Next, we're going to do factoring. Right, so we'll factor out 40. What factor pair can we think of? And then since positive ang 40, we are going to add factors. So think of 2 factors that when added together, the sum is 14. Because the numerical coefficient here at the linear term is 14. Okay? So, tan-out sa linear term, sa number, sa term na ay x, 14 man siya. So, ang sum sa duha ka factors of 40, 14. Start with 2. Kung sa man ang partner sa 2 para mahimong 40. 2 times 20. Niya, inika-add na to sa 2 of 20, 22 man siya. So, dili 2 and 20 ang sakto nga factors. Karon is 40 divisible by 3, dili. So, next sa 3 is 4. Unsa man ang i-multiply sa 4 para mahimong 40. Unsa ang factor pair sa 4 para mahimong 40. It's 10. 4 times 10 is 40. Inika-add na to sa 4 and 10. Nakuha na to ang target sum. Again, asa kuha ang target sum? Diri sa linear term. Ang number part sa linear term kay 14, so ang target sum kay 14. Right? So please prepare for factoring. So we gonna draw 2 parentheses like that. Equals 0. And then bukagon ang x squared, we gonna have x times x. And then, nabungkag din nato ang 40. Ang sakto nga factors kay 4 and 10. Karon, unsa man ang sign sa 10 ug unsa ang sign sa 4. And since positive ang constant, positive 40, then magkapareho dapat ang sign sa 4 ug 10. Pareho ba sila negative? Or pareho sila positive? Oh, so tan-aw ta sa sign sa linear term. Kay negative man ang linear term, so ang 4 o 10 pareho negative. Alright, so please do practice factoring in your seats sa scratchpad portion, and then once done, raise your tickets. Don't forget to update the table under step 6. Okay, just write the equation with the factors. just like this. To find the root, so please equate each factor. So factor number 1 is x minus 4. So equate it with 0. And then the second factor is x minus 10. Equate such factor with 0. And then solve for x. So transpose. Then the first root is 4. X equals to 4. And then the other root, other value of x is 10. Okay, so ato lang gi-transpose ang negative 10 from left to right. So we have 10. And atong gi-transpose ang negative 4 from left to right, yung positive 4. Ang target nato, dapat ang x ra gyud ang magpabiling sa left side. Diri na may negative 4 sa left side, so balhino nato ang negative 4 from left to right na imong positive 4. Diri na ay negative 10 sa left side, so balhino nato ang negative 10 from left to right na himong positive 10. Okay, so we let 4 be the first number, the smaller number. And then we know that our representation for the second number is given sum minus x. So we have 14 minus x. So copy 14 and then replace x with 4. So we have 14 minus 4, the second number. How much man is 14 minus 4? Diba? It's 10. So 10 is the second number. Again, our first root is 4, right? So we let x be equal to 4. Ang representation sa second number kay 14 minus x. So copy 14, ilisan ang x with 4. So we have 14 minus 4, it's 10. Okay? So the first number is 4 and the second number is 10. And indeed, 4 times 10 is 40. Check if the sum of the squares is 116. 4 squared is 16. And then 10 squared is 100. So 16 plus 100 is indeed 116. So do this in your sheets. And then don't forget to update the table. Follow this template in updating the table. 4 is the first number. Then 10 is the second number. So I hope this helps. Let's enjoy math together.